What up? Is your boy T-Bone Reaction. So, usually I don't do reactions to some Buffett Club, but I had to because, the one and only man himself was on there this week. Cody Rhodes. Cody right here. He was on the Breakfast Club. So yeah, I'll check this video from the Breakfast Club. I think it might be most of the interview or partially. It talks about WrestleMania 42, Street Fighter game, return to the WWE after the AEW departure, and plus more. So we're gonna check this interview out with Cody Rhodes from the Breakfast Club. Let's get it.
I was going to ask, I was reading an article that said WWE's roster is older than ever, right? This is the oldest we've seen, right?
Seasoned.
They say seasoned, yeah. They say most of them are over 35 and in their 40s. But usually it's a lot younger. Why do you think that is?
Well, it goes in phases. So in like the golden 80s, we used to joke wrestler prime for the man was 35 to 42. Mm-hmm. That's in the golden 80s, and that's because they needed all that experience psychologically. They worked, they did this town to town. The live crowds are everything. How do you work with a live crowd? How do you involve them with this? We're not doing this just for each other, and we're not doing this just for the camera. How are they involved? That now has cycled back because a few years ago, they brought in, it was what I'd say is like all freshmen on a varsity team. There's this famous picture of me and CM Punk and Matt Cardona, and we're all babies, and we had won the big titles, but we didn't have a clue really at that point. We didn't have that experience. So now I think you're getting back into where you've got, I know exactly who we're talking.
I think I remember that picture too from the Rivers Rush area. He had the Intercontinental Championship at the time. Matt Cardona had the I think he had I don't know, it was his own title, the Long Island XZ car or the or the USA title. No, he actually had the USA title. Let me see. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. It's Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder. Let me see. Yeah, it's that one. It's that one. They talking about it. Yup, he had the USA title. Yup, it was Cody, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Zack Ryder, Kofi, and Evan Bourne were tag champions, and Bethany was the women's Diva champion. Yup, I gotta show you real quick. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get up here real quick. Let me see if I can get a full screen of my journal real quick. That bad boy real quick. Yep. That joint right there, yeah. It always be going right. That one goes around. So yeah, that's interesting right there. Yup. That's interesting you brought that up. But anyway, let's keep going though. Yeah, times definitely changed though. One of them retired. Oh, well, two of them's retired now. One's and only like now. Before you say it was only like 4 people was in WWE. Before that was only 3 people. 2 of them was in WWE, still in WWE, or 1. Now 4 of them is back in WWE. 4 in WWE returns and all that. One stayed low. One was Kofi. That's crazy. But anyway, let's keep going.
Talking about here, Roman, me, Punk, Randy, the main events of WrestleMania.
Right.
I just like to say it's a very experienced crew.
Now, WrestleMania 42 is coming up April 18th.
Yeah.
All right, so what should the people expect?
Oh my gosh, it's Allegiant Stadium. Have you been to Allegiant Stadium?
No, I haven't. I've been to Vegas so many times, haven't been there.
Go. They call it the Death Star.
Really? Why?
Yeah, because it's just this giant black out in the middle of the desert. I guess it gives like the doom and gloom of the Death Star from Star Wars.
Yep.
But really cool, great place to watch anything. But this year, if you went to last year, it was John Cena versus me, Las Vegas. You had a triple threat with Seth, Roman, and Punk. This year, you've got the main event, which is first time CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, and the main event on the other night, myself versus Randy Orton, which is almost 20 years of real equity between each other. And I think wrestling is always best when it's real. If that, I know that sounds silly, but
that's a hard one.
It's very real for me because this is the guy who brought me into the fold to be part of his faction. This is a guy who I drove from town to town, who I watched him in a WrestleMania main event against Triple H in 2009. He was genuinely my mentor in the industry. So to stand across the ring from each other in the biggest match that we do of the year, knowing like, hey, I need you to see me. Like, I'm not a kid anymore. It's back to that. That makes for great TV, and that great matches. And I think I look forward to that moment. But WrestleMania in general, you're going to see, because you mentioned the old. The good thing about it is you get to see the new too. You get to see the young too. We're reloading. It's very clear we're reloading, and that's great. It puts the fire on me, and I like that. But it's the biggest thing we do. It's the best thing we do. If you're ever going to step in, if you don't like wrestling, if you kind of used to like it, going to a WrestleMania can tell you if this is going to be for you, and I think it's for everybody.
What have you learned about showing up for your wife, Brandy, right? While doing and sustaining all of that, I remember her talking about like postpartum depression at one point.
Gosh, yeah.
And, you know, she's had a very successful career. Like she's first black woman in the ring announcer of WrestleMania 2015.
Yeah.
First black woman executive in North America Wrestling Operations, right? And then she becomes a mom, and she's very open about how things change for her. How do you step out of your character and just as a husband support her in those type of situations?
I think what I've tried to do is everything is there's not I don't want there to be weight on what I do that's not equal to what she does. So this is the biggest season of my life, WrestleMania. It's everything is I sleep, training, diet, everything. This is it. But in the same vein, she's doing a huge porch sale at her kids' store, which is in Roswell, called Pinkerton's.
Okay.
They're the same. I need and I don't know if she believes me when I tell her that. So the only way I can do that is just show it that there is no there's no weight to this. There's no breadwinner in our house or anything like that, because we did this together. So that's been the thing. I don't know if it's always translates, but that's what I always try to do, to make it very clear that what you do is just as important as what I do, and support those. But the big thing too, and we learned this from wrestling, is that's yours, right? Like this is great. Like this is my thing. But when I came to WWE, a lot of people thought Brandy would come with. And the big part of this was let's do our own things. Let's do our own thing.
Now I ain't think that, and all I thought was a girl did. She didn't know. I thought he would probably get a little bit of heat for it in a way, because because out of things went in AEW before he left, with her, especially with her and as well too, how folks online was hating on her as well too, which sucks though. Oh, I do wish this after this past Monday she do a little open mic night toward stuff. That'd be interesting. But yeah. First of all, I'm yawning is late, because I say that because a lot of folks like to usually yawn all this towards Cody King. He's boring, white mean, anything. Not the case with me, man. I like what he does. I mean, he's definitely a true babyface at heart, though. Hate that folks want him to be heel. I get it. He had his good heel run during New Japan and Ring of Honor days, but at the same time, what he's doing right now, AEW, he's doing good. He's right now in the Cena position, though. So anyway, let's keep going.
Sometimes when you're a couple and you beat each other over the head with it, that's
it's not good for the marriage.
No, and it's also if you're a fan, like I don't know how I'm a babyface in the first place. Bleach blonde hair, wear suits, the American flag on the side of my neck. I don't know why I haven't gone the other way. Why I'm not a vicious heel, but I can tell you that when you add in this beautiful woman to it's less likely that the grown men coming to those shows want to cheer for you now. You know what I mean? Like it's more like So we've gone to put spot.
Yeah, it's scary from him. Like, oh my God, don't feed into these fans, man, because fans are pushing for this heel turn. They want a double turn for him or Orton, man. Like, don't do it, man, for real. Keep that Cena position right now, man. We don't have nobody to do the Cena position right now. Keep that, man.
Lights in our own places and separated that way, which has been really good. But it's daily. It's daily, you gotta be there.
Yeah.
When you came back into the WWE, you said that a decision that she made was the only reason why you were even able to come back.
Yeah.
And like, what was that? Like, what happened? What was
trying
the
to think what I
decision?
meant, or if I meant something I shouldn't say.
I was low-key trying to see anybody say anything in the comments too as well too. I like it. Somebody said Cody Raheem's running home with his people. I love y'all. I love there's people that don't like the Cody Raheem thing. I love it, and it's a joke. Like, and plus, I always say that as long as folks are joking about Eddie's being Dominic's father and all that, we're gonna keep mentioning Cody Raheem is Cody Raheem though. But anyway, let's keep going.
You said it's not a story that everyone's going to know, but I wouldn't have been able to come back if she didn't make a very selfless decision that changed my life.
Yeah, so I think our departure from when we left the company we were with and helped create, and that was AEW. It came down to her deciding to not talk about it, right? That departure to like we're not going to talk about it. We're moving on.
That's good.
Did bad stuff happen? Good stuff happened too.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going to talk about it. And one of the sad things about not talking about why we left and the departure, one of the difficult thing was narratives get created. So stories get told, podcasts happen, fans literally think they know what happened where no one's been even close. And what I would say is the selfless part, she lives with that. She owns that she respects not just here, but the place we left enough to, I'm not going to talk about that.
That's what's up.
And that made it so that they're good.
Classic right there, though. That is classic right there. I mean, because people always talk about their old places, where they work as well too. Not one, and that's the thing about that too. And truthfully, I don't think CM Punk even did that. May have made some slight. I think he did have made some slight distance to AEW. I'm not trying to downplay CM Punk's bad person, but there's people who went through other places that downplayed their performance spot and everything. Not once has Cody did anything. The closest he did, I mean, of course, AEW did hitting the throne and everything. Of course, that's one thing. But at the same time, out of everything else, he hasn't really talked bad about WWE like that. I mean, the only thing he did was hit the throne. I don't think he said, maybe he did. I just can't remember it right now because it's been a while since he's been in AEW because he's been home at WWE. He has not said a bad thing about AEW, not once. He kept that thing on the wrap. Even if folks tried it, and a lot of people have said the same thing too. Even other people would, folks will try to act if they don't downplay. What's his name? Jay Cargill hasn't downplayed it as much. Folks try it with her as well too. So yeah, that's one thing to think about Cody, that he has not downplayed AEW at all, and that's class right there for real.
They're out of here.
Gotcha.
Scott, for that was very, very helpful for us. And again, good stuff happened there too, but that's what I mean by selfless, because she lives with that. And one of the things about that is wrestling fans, I mentioned they create a narrative. They think they know. I had to remind her, I'm like, hey, it's not all the fans. And WrestleMania 40 was the prime example of that. I said, you're going to come out with me at WrestleMania 40. And
that was a good movie,
I was so happy.
That was
because the fans reacted like big pop,
yeah,
big excitement, and
that's what's good right there. Like when you keep her like occasionally, she gonna get the pop though, real too though. Don't make it a thing unless he must go this Homeland here. Then then that's when you bring her in and all that as well too. But other than that, keep her as like as a occasional rarity thing, and it's not gonna be like how it was in AEW for real.
Needed her to like kind of nudge her, like, see, like they're the real ones.
Yeah.
They get it. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't mad at you. And that was very important that she felt it, because a lot of wrestlers take a step off, they go away or they do something or they screw up, make a mistake, whatever, and then they come back and the fans, like, they always cradle you back in. They're really special. Even tonight, like I'll probably go out in the garden and get booed out of the arena.
Wow.
That's okay.
And he did not. So I'm guessing this before he went out to this past Raw. This is past Raw. And the thing about it, he did not. And the thing about it, now that lets me know that he embraces. He's bracing himself for what happened, because he probably know what happened to AEW. And the thing about it, he knows the game. And there's other thing too. The thing about it, he knows the game. He did it when folks were trying to turn him over Cena. Cena Red Hill. He brought the fans back. And I mean, he's definitely learned from his last opponent from last year, Cena. So yeah, he got this, man. I know Friday's gonna be tough because they're in Orton's hometown, so it was gonna be tough. But at the same time, he's gonna embrace it. But we'll see what happens after that slap from Stephanie Man and everything. And thank you. And I hate to take away from the interview, but my little rant about that. Because a lot of folks are downplaying it, including this YouTuber I came across, one of the non-person guys shared, because he wanted to make sure we still saying about what we said about him, because everybody because everybody was downplaying him because this dude always talk like he never satisfied. I think Chrissy talk wrestling. I think her name is something like that. It was here we go. What's the girl name? What's her name? Real quick. You might hear it.
Chrissy says it, so you don't have
Chrissy talk wrestling. Yeah, I mean, she at least she gave proud, but she downplayed the part about him saying thank you. A lot of people was doing the same thing as well too. Cause he's saying, "Oh, he tired of this good thing. This good show a little edge. We're tired. We don't want any of that." And first off, you still gotta think about the kids. I mean, I know a lot of wrestling fans on this FTK mindset as well too. But at the same time, you still gotta think about the younger audience for one. Number two, that thank you is an important moment of that. That segment and important was going to show is literally saying thank you for letting me know I need to know that I gotta turn up on this Orton right here as well too. Now hoping he goes edgier, little edgier babyface and still maintains babyface run as well too by still showing edges. But a lot of people say he might go Homelander here. I hope he don't go that, but I mean, you never know at this point. But yeah, that's why I have been thought about that as well too. Though, but again, back to this: the fact that he braced himself, knowing the moves might happen, because he dealt with it AEW, everything. There's people who are betting money. Well, not money, betting so many times that the WWE crowd gonna be the same as AEW. Gonna start booing him out of the business because they tired because of the face fatigue. It hasn't happened yet, barely. I mean, there's some boos, but it ain't like full blown boos, like no cheers at all. So yeah.
That's okay.
I mean, even if folks are still chanting that Randy as a heel, right? Cheering for Randy as a heel, at least Cody ain't getting the full blown blues he got in AEW. That's all that matters. I'll take that one.
Because I've been cheered to the heavens in that place before.
Yes.
Too. So that if that's what you need tonight, I'm here for it.
Talk about the Street Fighter. Talk about that.
Yeah.
How did that even come about? You were in the trailer. Everybody was excited about it.
Can I tell you a crazy story about getting the role?
Of course. Yes.
I didn't think so. Roman Reigns has been announced as a Kuma, and I thought, oh man, dang man, that's awesome, good for him, but also like, dang man, like I was really happy for him, right?
Yeah.
I didn't think they'd be interested in anybody else from the wrestling space, but I got a call saying, would you come to Legendary and meet the producer and talk with the producer? I thought it was just a general meeting, really, sincerely thought it was a general meeting, and I thought best case scenario. They're like, could you consult? Because I played this game, and I love this game. And I had a buddy who played competitively in Japan. I'm like, man, I know enough.
That's right.
Maybe they'll have me as a consultant. If not, great meeting, happy to go. I get there, and the director's on Zoom. He's in Australia. Producer's across from me. I'm just thinking, okay, cool. We're going to talk Street Fighter, talk 1994, you know? And then they said, give us a second. The head of the studio wants to come down here. Okay, that's cool. I like meeting people. You know, this is a no pressure meeting for me. Right. And she comes in and just like all the aura and swagger you could imagine. For just, and she kind of the whole room is there, and she just hits it. She's like, hey, you know, I know your schedule is what it is, but we really like you for the role of Guile, and we think you'd be incredible. The dates are going to be what the dates are. These guys are going to give you the information, but I'm just happy to meet you. This is going to be awesome. She leaves.
Damn.
Wow.
So I'm like,
that is awesome.
What? Like, what are we doing here? Like, is this
awesome
real?
right
And I'm also like lying through my teeth a little bit because the guy's asking me, he's like, you think WWE would be okay with that? Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna be great.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, Champ's gonna leave for a minute. They're gonna be great. And thank gosh, WWE's president Nick Khan knew the power of that movie, and he understands. So it wasn't, and Triple H understood. It was.
I get props to I in comments around. I get props to folks is that it's more positive comments. With the Raheem jokes, more positive than negative. It's cool too because it's been a lot of negative. It'd be a lot of negativity on Twitter towards Cody, but we're not getting this on this video. I love it though. Shout out to y'all fans, y'all. I love it.
It was an easy sell, but after I left, it was like it was all set up. There's another wrestler in Hollywood. I'll just leave him nameless, who called me like, as I'm leaving, and he goes, "Hey, how'd that meeting go?" Like he knew. He knew it was about to go down. So I told him for the future, I go, you can tell me. Like, I'm not going to blow it. You can tell me. But it was so much fun. And that's that set, Katao Sakurai, the director.
It's probably The Rock, but
incredible
still.
story. He's telling so
Rock.
much fan service towards the game. Noah, Kalina, and Koji, the three leads. You got your Ryu, your Ken, and your Chun-Li. They're the heart and soul of this thing.
Yeah.
And then Orville Peck, who's doing Vega, and Andrew Schultz, and it's just this like wild collection around them. They gave us a lot of room to play and have fun and find out, in my case, like who's Guile, where does Guile fit in all this? Yeah, I'm very, very excited about it.
Too,
it's when I put it on the flat top,
The wig, the flat top,
my costumes, it's not much. It's the tank top, it's the fatigues, it's the boots,
and
the tattoo, and when I put that on, I felt, if it's a good performance, because I felt like I was him. I didn't even like seeing
a lot of people were saying that he should have kept his regular hair like Jean-Claude Van Damme, which is understandable. At the same time, I like the exaggeration they let them have with the characters as well too.
the double with it. I'm like, nah, just me.
Yeah.
I'm the only one with this dude here. Yeah, it's cool though. The movie's gonna be great, and then I think in probably the next few weeks, there's probably some more about the movie coming out. So.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because we did not have a full trailer yet. Hope we get that next week though. Yeah, this was nice. This was a nice little interview they did with Cody. I like it as well too, though. And I like to know, he like that as just a little insight as well too. Like, one, he has no ill will toward AEW, because you realize he really haven't done talk shit or roll to you. It's other people who brings it up about him going to other places and jumping shit back and all as well. But he never bad mouths it at all as well too, though. That's possible. And the fact he braces know there possibility that people's gonna boom. Like, he learned from the GOAT himself, Cena, as well too. Which is why I feel like they should not turn heel no time soon. I know people are hard for this double turn to happen just cause of the face fatigue. Let it be, man. He's doing his thing, man. The kids need him as well. Don't be selfish with the FTK mentality, and let the kids, younger fans, have their hero for real, man. We need that. Well, other than that, though, shout out to Breakfast Club, shout out to Cody Raheem and Cody Rhodes. Anyway, this was good. So if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.